Spencer Tracy was an Australian rock band, whose founding members Lee Jones, brother Kim and Sean Sibbs came from Collie, Western Australia. History: the band was formed by three teenagers from a small coal mining town called Collie in Western Australia, who started playing in pubs around the south corner of Western Australia. They reached the finals of the Next Big Thing band competition and joined indie label Embryo Records in 2000, aged just 15, 16 and 18, having performed about 100 pub gigs. Initial Triple J and RTR-FM support for their first EP Corner of My Eye in early 2001 led to several East Coast tours and support spots for the likes of Midnight Oil, Lotel, Iota, Echo and the Bunnymen and the Phobes. Further airplay for a track called Stupid from their second EP Daisy Days strengthened the band's position, while two members, Sean Sibbs on drums and Kim Jones on bass guitar, finished school, and principal songwriter Lee Jones began to work on honing the band's sound. Disaster nearly struck when world-renowned pianist Roger Woodward saw the potential in Lee's classical piano playing and tried to persuade him to study piano at San Francisco State University in mid-2002, a great opportunity offered to only a few of the best young players in the world and a heavy decision for a 20-year-old from the bush to make. It was in this time of indecision and conflicting emotions that Lee penned the breakthrough tracks Disco King and Ocean and opened the gateway to the sound and direction the band was to take. Long conversations with manager Roscoe Stewart and producer Ben Glaetzer urged Lee to do two things: firstly to follow his heart, whether that be a career in classical piano and composition or a career in rock and roll, and secondly just to get back into the studio and get the tracks down. Once Spencer Tracy were back in the studio, magic happened. Longtime friend and guitarist John Rab Jones, also from Collie, was added to the lineup, and the new look Spencer Tracy hit the stage, turning heads wherever they played. Disco King hit the airwaves of Triple J in January 2003 and the band went from strength to strength. A January tour with Regurgitator, February spots on the Perth Big Day Out, March East Coast gigs with Wiki and Machine Gun Fellatio, plus a Western Australian tour with UMI. More airplay followed in February with the Triple M network adding Disco King to official rotation in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, Nova Sydney and Melbourne running the track in the high rotation buzz bin for 2 consecutive weeks, and Nova 93.7 in Perth giving solid airplay over a 6-week period. The video clip to Disco King was also taking off with rotation on Channel V, MTV and Rage. The second single, Ocean, was launched in June and was added to rotation on Triple J, National, 9.6 FM, Perth, Nova 93.7, Perth Wamade, K-Rock, Geelong, and is currently being spotted on Triple M, the Nova Networks and HOT-FM. July saw Spencer Tracy tour Australia with international band Veruca Salt and cement their position as one of Australia's hottest new acts. International interest in the band began. Spencer Tracy launched their debut album with a series of gigs across Australia. The self-titled album was recorded at Revolver Studios in Western Australia with Ben Glaetzer, Ammonia, The Sleepy Jackson, Cartman, Crawl Space, producing and engineering the song, and is released on Embryo Records. Veruca Salt, Cartman. The album has also picked up feature album, 8 to 15 August, on Triple J after enjoying a week in the number 1 position on the Triple J's Net 50. Lineup problems plagued the end of 2003 and the band toured Australia as a three-piece with founding members Lee Jones on guitar, brother Kim Jones on bass and Sean Sibbs on drums, later adding Jesse Bennett, formerly of Perth band Lash, to the lineup. In 2004, Spencer Tracy was selected to perform at SXSW in Austin, Texas, and began to attract a lot of international attention when Lee Jones unexpectedly left the band to concentrate on classical piano. The remaining members rallied together and after 3 rehearsals played the Lotto Skyworks and Perth Big Day Out to combined crowds of about 4,000 people. They then began touring the new lineup to enthusiastic crowds around rural Western Australia. The band then released what was to be their final release, the EP Hold On. The new lineup for Spencer Tracy toured the southwest of Western Australia with Jebediah, and preparation was being made for a Japanese tour later in that year. The band also expanded their lineup with Sean Sibbs moving to front the band on guitar and vocals, with Nicholas Janssen from the Avenues and Malcolm Clark from the Sleepy Jackson both filling the position on drums on different occasions. The band eventually disbanded in November 2004. Since their breakup, Lee Jones has fronted Perth electronic act Astronaut, which won a Whammy Award in 2006 for Best Live Electronic Act, and subsequently joined the Sleepy Jackson in 2006 on keyboards and lead guitar. In April 2007, with the Sleepy Jackson Jackson not working, Lee joined Eskimo Joe's touring band playing keyboards, electric guitar and lap steel guitar. Jessica Bennett plays in the Preytells, National Campus Band Comp winners for 2005. In 2009, Sean Sibbs played drums as a session musician for Australian act Sneaky Sound System. He is also playing with Lee Jones again in the Sun Orchestra. Members. At the end of 2003, the band consisted of Lee Jones, vocals, guitar, Kim Jones, bass guitar, Jessica Bennett, vocals, guitar, Sean Sibbs, drums, John Rab Jones, also of Collie, joined the band as second guitarist for the duration of the band's 2003 first, self-titled album. Discography, albums, Spencer Tracy, Embryo Records, EMR 169, the 11th of August 2003, EPs, Corner of My Eye, Embryo Records, EMR 52s, 2001, Daisy Days, Embryo Records, EMR 072, 2001, Hold On, Embryo Records, EMR 194, the 5th of July 2003, Split EP Rocket Records, the 4th of December 2000, Split EP with Cartman, featuring Battle of the Egos and Fight, singles, Disco King, Embryo Records, EMR 140, the 13th of January 2003, Ocean, Embryo Records, EMR 165, the 2nd of June 2003, compilations, Pop Scenes from Perth, 2003, featuring Ocean, Kiss My Whammy, September 2003, featuring Ocean, Noise, Future of Music, October 2003, featuring Capsize, Home and Host ABC Music, November 2003, featuring Ocean, Independence Volume 2 Design Records, September 2004, featuring Supergirl.